Welcome back, everybody. This is Precious Metals Series, a continuation. This is Silver Stacking episode number 4. In today's episode, we'll not only go over the gold-silver ratio being 81.6 to 1, we'll also go over 5 key reasons why I believe you should stack silver. I'm going to show you an unboxing of the 20 ounces of silver, the 2 10-ounce bars I bought live on air 1 week ago. So you can see the process from beginning to end from BUILION. Like I always say, I'm not trying to get you the cheapest spot price, the cheapest dollar amount on purchase. I'm trying to get you one that I trust. I've been using them for 5-6 years. One that I know will give you the silver and gold you deliver, or precious metals. And one that won't have an issue from purchase time, the time it gets to your house. It's been less than 1 week since I made the purchase, and now it's here. So we'll go through the unboxing, then we'll go over the gold-silver ratio, and explain a little bit why the importance of silver stacking. I got 5 good reasons for you. So we're going to get on a more personal level. So good morning, everybody. I'm going to release this at 12 p.m., 12:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm recording it at around 10 a.m. So good morning, and I thank everybody for the continued support, as this is the 4th episode in the silver stacking series. So I'm going to put my thumb here so you can't see my address, but this is where it came from. This is BUILION. It's been delivered. I was about to open it last night, and I decided not to, because I'm like, I'll just show everybody. So we got the silver stacking episode 4, and this will be the 20 ounces of silver that I had bought from BUILION. Just to show you exactly how it comes, how it's packaged. Now it comes in like this cellophane. I pulled that off, or the bubble wrap. Came inside of here, and as you guys know, these were 2 very 10 ounces. It gives you a slipping pack. It tells you exactly what you got. So now we can break out into here. And just so everybody can see how much I paid at the time. Because I know we get comments that say they can get it cheaper all the time, which they've proven that that is not true. Let me take it away from my address. So 2 10-ounce silver ounce rounds. Out the door was $501.98, and that included the free shipping and taxes and everything else. So that was $501.98 for 20 ounces of silver, and these are the 2 10-ounce bars I bought. This is $501 worth of silver that I bought live on air in front of everybody. Told you it was a spectacular buy, and these are beautiful silver bars. I was thinking they were going to be a little more warped, but they are not. They're beautiful. These are beautiful. So these are the 20 ounces. You've seen the process from beginning to end. That's how simple it can be, and it always is with BUILION, and that's why I promote them. I'm not going to promote another exchange that I've never used. They may have cheaper prices, but how am I to know if it's legitimate? I'm only sending you somewhere where I've been using for years and years and years, and that's why I expect you to be able to trust my word when it comes to that. So 5 reasons why I think you should stack silver. Hello, I made you into the smaller screen now, but we already had a person who will look. So the first reason, and one of the most important reasons, value preservation. Silver is considered a valuable metal and is widely recognized as a store of value, making it an attractive investment option. 2, industrial demand, which is amongst the biggest reasons why. And this is something that you don't get out of crypto because there is no industrial demand. It's more of a way of transferring your money from one place to the other while building on a technology and hopefully getting in at the ground level and building an extraordinary amount of wealth. So industrial demand. Silver has a wide range of industrial applications, including electronics, solar panels, metal equipment, which drives its demand. 3, limited supply. Silver is a finite resource, with mining and production becoming increasingly difficult and expensive, leading to limited supplies. 4, diversification. Investing in silver can help diversify an investor's portfolio and provide a hedge against market and volatility and inflation. It's the number 1 reason why, in this time of inflation, it's a way to diversify your investments, and it's a hedge against inflation and volatility in the markets. Historical price increases. Silver prices have historically risen over time, offering potential for capital appreciation over the long term. So, I mean, that's extraordinary. You're buying something and then you expand your portfolio reach because over time, your investment's increasing. It maintains the store of value, especially when the dollar gets hammered. That's when you'll see your biggest gains in the U.S. When the U.S. dollar goes down, gold and silver and precious metals will continue to rise. That's where you'll see your biggest breakouts. So in this episode of Silver Stackers number 4 as well, I want to give you a few options that you can pursue in the gold and silver bullion markets. Not precious metals, but commodity stocks, as we've went over a bunch of different things. So we'll go over a few of the commodity stocks that I trust the most. So first things first, let's make sure to look at the gold-silver ratio, which is at 81.475 to 1. When I bought it, it was just about 81 to 1 in front of everybody. We have this uptrending support line on the gold-silver ratio we talked about. We want to hold this at 80.85 to 1. That would be in our best interest. You don't want to break down back into here unless you're expecting silver to deep dive down off the cliff, which is honestly, at some point, we're going to have a correction. And either we're going to make this big run up here before the next correction up to almost 25.30 about roughly, or 95.30, or we're going to break down below here and we're going to start to flip the narrative here. And we haven't been able to do that yet because we broke back up, but we came very close to maybe making this pattern look just a tiny bit different. And that's where we really want to stay above, is that little line there. I mean, I'm not going to really FUD up this chart too much yet because I want everybody to see the potential of, if we hold in here, the fact that we could come all the way back up and make a retest up here. The likelihood is, though, is we've started some kind of channel here, and we really could likely be coming to an end if they decide to drop the hammer. I don't know if they're ready to drop the hammer on the US dollar yet, or allow silver to start running unabated, because it's going to have a bigger move than gold in time. It has to. It's much more beaten down than gold. So we're going to see if they actually are ready to start, flipping the narrative here a little bit. Because, I mean, you can do this however you want, but we've got definitely this little uptrend here in this area. And I understand that you haven't hit anything on the resistance side, but we're just coming out into here so that we can get a base of this resistance. It's slightly uptrending as we did this. And now we're filling this out. You got the uptrending support, and you see X marks the spot, which makes it beautiful at 80.94. And then you got this slightly uptrending resistance that you would have to break out of that 84.38 area approximately. So that's what you're looking at the total, at the gold-silver ratio, which is technically like the total crypto market cap of gold and silver. Just because when it's higher, you want to get in silver, and when it's lower, you want to get in gold, and that's how I base the market. So anybody buying gold right now, I think it's a huge mistake. I know a lot of people are diversifying their portfolio by buying gold. Honestly, guys, the whole point of silver stacking when the ratios is this high is you don't buy gold at $1,924 an ounce. You don't even care that silver's 23.62. You're looking at the 81.4 to 1. Anything over 80 to 1 is a steal for silver. So you take that 81 ounces of silver you buy today. So just say you buy 81 ounces of silver at the 81 to 1 ratio. A year from now, it's 40 to 1. Well, you take 40 ounces of silver, but you still got 31.4 ounces that you bought today. Or 41.4 ounces that you bought today. And you take the other 40 ounces and you go exchange it for an ounce of gold. Doesn't matter what the price is, as long as the ratio is 40 to 1. You get to keep half of your silver that you just bought today. You keep half of it, and then you get a brand new bar of gold. So you do the math. You're getting free silver and half price gold, basically, is what's going on here. So if you buy gold right now, it does you no good. The ratio is so great that you might as well buy silver, get on board, get, on the right level, and then you can get your gold at further times. There's no question about that. Gold's at 1924, still riding the slightly uptrend, and it hasn't busted it down yet. So I'm just keeping this uptrend here. We've got higher numbers. We can see what's going to happen in the pattern if we break up, but right now I want to keep it pretty simple, and I just want to make sure XRP can extend out and continue that uptrend as we see right there. That's it. That's all I want to see out of this gold. That's all I want to see out of gold. And then if you can continue to break out, 2089s in your future. But if you break this at 1895, then you might have to come back down and retest some of these lower levels. And the biggest obvious level that could be retested is that $1,800 level. That's what I'm going to continue to pay attention to. And we'll see what happens there with gold. Silver, 23.62. We're stuck still within this downtrending resistance, uptrending support. We're looking to hold at all costs 22.60, or trying to break out of the $24.45 or 50 cent level. We'll say $24.50 to ultimately break up to this $28.85 and see if we can contend and re-break out of this pattern. So that's what we're seeing on the gold silver charts. Now, a couple of commodity stocks. The first one's going to be a silver mine, but it doesn't have a dividend. It's Fortuna Silver Mines. And I've talked about it before. Fortuna Silver Mines is on an unbelievable rally right now. We even brought the sun out, as I can see. We actually broke out of this pattern formation. That's why we've had this nice consolidatory rally. Even though we haven't been able to break way out, we were able to break up into this region. And that allows us to have a little bit of flexibility here. And like, we can take this out into the immediate short term, because that's honestly, sometimes simple is better. Sometimes simplistic makes it easier. And with silver, we already know that this area has to hold. I mean, with Fortuna Silver Mines, has to hold. And it's directly related to the silver price. And right now, $3.09 is a major area. But on top of that, $3.61 to maintain this bullish push up would be in our best interest. And you can see if we just expand this out just a little bit farther into the pattern, you can even come to here. And if you expand the pattern out here, look how fluent that went. Look how flush. So these are your immediate levels that I like to do. So you got this slightly more parabolic push. If it can hold this $3.68, right underneath it's $3.58 on this little overextension to the downside. So that's what I'd be looking at for Fortuna Silver Mines. But a fantastic opportunity if you can find the right price. That's something long-term to invest in with Fortuna Silver Mines. Barrick Gold. This is one of your top performers, one of your heavy hitters. I necessarily wouldn't put it in Barrick Gold. I like Barrick Gold, like the next guy. But I like B2 Gold and Kinross. I think they're better values. And with B2 Gold's dividend, it's slightly higher at the moment than Barrick Gold was only about 1 3/4% as to where B2 Gold is hovering around 5% dividend right now. So we got a major resistance level at $20 here. And that's where we're going to base this pattern around. Let's see if we can get above the $20 level and then continue to break up to $23.64. If not, I mean, it can be interesting for the total crypto market cap. We've got firm support down here at about $12.93. So that's going to be our firm support bottom. But we've got little in-between work. But that's technically, we had a big drop down to $12.93. And we haven't broke back over the $20 level since they lowered their dividend rate. So actually, it might be down under like 1% now, 1.2%. We're going to have to take a look real quick. Okay, so currently B2 Gold's dividend payments at 4.29%. We got Kinross currently sitting at 2.59%. And then Barrick Gold would be sitting probably, I would say, about 1% roughly. Oh, it's back up to 3.02%, so they're definitely bringing it back in the right direction. So Barrick Gold's at 3.02%. You've got Kinross about 2.9%. And then you've got the one that I think is the best value, B2 Gold. As far as their dividend, it's always on point. And I believe in this company greatly. Revenue's looking good. 4.29%. So it has gotten slightly bit lower in the past couple of months. But just a few insights there. And then Barrick Gold, or B2 Gold, we talked about. This is the chart. We've on the top side of a breakout, but it's gotten rejected as of right now. So this is your key right now for B2 Gold. I don't expect it just to break out. I don't. I really don't. I know they want to, but would it be any shocker to anybody if this came all the way back down to $3 and just filled this out and then broke out from here? It's not a shocker if it did that, but if it does hold a cup and handle, which it's already failing right now, so this downtrending resistance at $3.97 right now. We need to break over the top side of that, or we could continue back down to $3. But these are all silver mining and gold mining stocks that I really trust, that I really have a lot of faith in. So I wanted to bring them to your attention. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Silver Stackers, episode 4. I tried to jam pack it with a lot of information. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you think about the silver that we purchased live on air and now you got to see shipped, as I did a live unboxing. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to hit that like button. I really greatly appreciate everybody who watches the silver stacking updates. The first one we had about 500 views, and the last two we've averaged about 280, which is fine. If I can get 250 people plus to watch the silver stacking updates, I know that there's a lot of people that are trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I'm going to release this for 12:22 p.m., so I'll see you in about 2.5 hours.